About a month later, after I published the video about the bags that got away, my SA messaged me to tell me that one of the bags from that list is coming back. Now, it's very likely that you already know the bag that I'm talking about, so I am not going to drag it out because honestly, I just can't wait to show it to you guys because it is one of the most beautiful handbags that I have ever seen. So let's open it. I must confess that I have already unboxed it. I unboxed it without the ribbon, but I did open it already and it just came with this box and also with that bag over there. And so we're just going to do a little dust bag reveal. Okay guys, so are you ready? So here she comes. Didn't I tell you that it was absolutely stunning? So this is the Celine Claude bag in Raffia. And if I'm not mistaken, it used to be called the Triumph bag, but now they have renamed it to Claude. And that makes sense because while it's quite similar to the Triumph bag, to me they are two completely different bags. So I'm kind of glad that it finally has its own name. This bag was actually released last year, but it became so popular and so asked about that I guess Celine just gave in to the customers and decided to release it once again for this summer. And as a matter of fact, my essay told me that there were only 100 pieces made worldwide. Now, I don't know if it's true or not, but I did pre order this one something like 2 months ago because I missed out on it last year and I wasn't going to miss out on it this year. This one to me is a forever piece because I mean, just look at it. It is so beautiful. Okay, and now let's take a look at the bag. As always, I don't know how much the camera is picking up, but the details of this bag are incredible. And so I'm definitely going to insert many mud shots so that you can see the details as well. And you know how sometimes when you've been waiting for something for that long, you set these like really crazy high expectations, and then when you see the item in real life, when it finally comes, it's kind of a letdown. Well, this was definitely not the case. As a matter of fact, when I saw it in real life, even when my essay sent me the video of it that they have received it, I actually gasped because it is just that beautiful. So a quick overview. We have this east-west type of bag. It is a flap bag. And then over here we have the iconic and classic Celine logo of the arcs. And as far as logos go, this is not a very loud logo. It's more of a if you know, you know type of logo, which is something that I really like about this bag. There is nothing on the back of it. It's just the raffia, except for over here on the metal parts, it does say Celine on the both of them. I'm definitely going to insert mud shots. Like I said before, there's going to be mud shots over mud shots so that you can see all the incredible details of this bag. But yeah, other than that, there is nothing on the outside. We don't have any back feet, nothing on the sides. This is pretty much all there is. Now let's open it, and it opens kind of like a chest. So it's like a whole experience. And what I find interesting is that it has a snap button closure instead of a magnetic one, which is quite interesting because I would think that for such a delicate bag, because I mean it's made of raffia, so it is relatively more delicate than a leather bag would be. And yeah, so it's a bit harder to get into than with a magnetic clasp. However, once the bag is closed, it does feel more secure. So it's a win-lose-win situation. I don't know. And now let me show you the chain. It's the same gold color as the rest of the hardware on this bag, but it is so much shinier. And while it looks a little bit edgy, as you may see, it does not feel sharp or anything, which is something that I'm really happy about because it was one of the things that I was worried about. So I'm really happy that it's not the case. So this bag is meant to be worn as a shoulder bag, and I really like where it sits on my body because it is not too long and it's not too short. It's like just around my waist, making the strap the perfect length for me to be worn as a shoulder bag. The other way that you can wear this bag is on the crook of your arm, but as you can see, the chain is quite long. So I would probably do that maybe only for pictures, but I don't think that I would actually wear the bag this way because it just doesn't seem very comfortable. And then, of course, you can also tuck the chain and wear this bag as a clutch. So this is also a very beautiful way. But again, this is raffia, it's quite delicate, so I'm pretty sure that I'll be sticking to the shoulder bag way. As you may have already guessed, this bag doesn't really fit much. So it definitely fits an iPhone Pro Max. I checked at the store and it fits in perfectly. And it leaves you with a little bit of extra space so you can put in a lipstick, and then parallel to the iPhone you can also put a card holder. I also tried to put my Louis Vuitton 6 key holder instead of the card holder, but it was too thick so it didn't fit. Alternatively, if you don't need to put your phone inside the bag, you can put in a bigger wallet like my Louis Vuitton Rosalie. I would also probably put my AirPods, a lip product, and then maybe a small hand cream or a pack of tissues. The bag can close easily. However, if you replace the wallet with a card holder, everything fits even better, and I'm sure that it would fit many other small items as well. It is not the most practical bag, but it's also practical enough. And realistically, I don't even carry my card holder anymore because everywhere I go, I use Apple Pay. So basically, what I need to carry with me is my phone, which I live in Barcelona. I have to keep my phone in my bag. So yeah, I keep my phone in my bag. Then I have a lip product. I always need to have a lip product. And then I have, what do I have? Like a pack of tissues, or just even just a few tissues just in case, and maybe a hand cream because I wash my hands like a crazy person. So a teeny tiny little small hand cream is something that I try to put in my handbag as well. And I played around with this bag a lot at the boutique because it is quite the investment for a seasonal bag. So I wanted to be sure that it's comfortable. And as a matter of fact, as soon as I saw it, I put it on my shoulder. And then I kind of got distracted talking with my essay. We just started talking about random things. And then I realized that it was still on my shoulder. And it was that comfortable that I barely felt that it was on my shoulder. So my first impression of it was very positive, and it seems like it's going to be a comfortable bag to wear. Now I'm pretty sure that this is the most expensive seasonal handbag in my handbag collection, but you can definitely tell that this is a very high quality item, and I think it's going to be very hard for me not to wear this bag every single day because it is, first of all, it's absolutely beautiful, and secondly, it goes with absolutely everything. To me, raffia bags in the summer are easier to style than black bags in the summer. I don't know if that makes sense, but I just feel like the colors, I mean, beige raffia with gold, it goes with absolutely everything. I want to apologize in advance to everyone who follows me on Instagram because I have a feeling that my Instagram feed is going to be just pictures of this bag. So I'm sorry, but I'm also not sorry. It's kind of like a sorry, not sorry type of situation because I just waited for this bag for so long. So I'm going to enjoy it. And I think that's about it for today. If you have any other questions about this bag, let me know in the comment section below. And if you have any video requests, you can also let me in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. So, as always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you again soon. Stay safe, everyone.